What up, though? Yeah. Um, check this out here. Going straight off into it, man. Um, old head hip hop been out here kicking y'all ass. You dig? Flat out. It's just it is what it is. Um, ain't no nice way to say it or put it or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? What's going on here is and I can you can look and go as far back as shit 16, 15, 14, last 10, 15 years in regards to age, right? Because the young people, the young generation, um, have this really, this real heavy thing about age limit on talent. And it's only in hip hop. Like you're too old to be rapping, and making beats and, just really more so I would say rapping. Um, but the thing is this, again, as I always say, there's no age limit on talent. If you physically can't do it anymore, then yeah, okay, take a seat and chill out. But there's no age limit on talent. And with that sort of mentality, all right, with that kind of mentality, who's going to be your legends? If you come to a particular age, a number, let's say 30, and that's been somewhat of a running theme, uh, and it kind of dates back a bit, you know what I'm saying? But being that it's the young people's time now, that is a staple line of thought. It's like, yo, man, come on, chill out with that. Because listen, this whole thing here is not about division between young and old. I'm saying something to you as in truth. You know what I'm saying? There is no such thing as an age limit on talent. And again, I ask, if there is an age limit on talent, who's going to be your legends? I'm going to tell you who's going to be your legends. It's going to be us. You know what I mean? The 50 and up crowd who's, you know, even the 45, I can go 45, right? 45, and maybe a couple of 40, I gotta go 45 is the limit, probably in terms of going towards your age limit range. 45 and up, and they still doing it. We are currently and are going to be the legends because we're continuing to keep this hip hop thing alive. You know what I'm saying? And it's just furthermore proof that there is no such thing as an age limit on talent. You know what I'm saying? Um, you got cats in their 60s and creeping up on their 70s. If not, there are some 70-year-olds out here that's hip hopping it still. You know what I mean? It not necessarily performing or whatever, but you know, it's still out there because we talking about people um that was before my generation, or I can say within the 15 to 20-year range of this hip hop generation, this hip hop, from its infantile stage to its little kid stage with the missing teeth and shit. You know what I'm saying? And the old man shit that y'all say shouldn't exist and y'all too old to be rapping and blase splee, it's kicking ass out here. And we can go back. I can just name cats like Master Ace with the that was like in 218 or something like that. We can go Red Man, Mudface. We ain't gonna talk about Muddy Waters yet. Muddy Waters too. Mudface, that was like what, 15, 16, somewhere around in there. Meth with the meth labs and so forth and all of his recent material. Snoop um continuously releasing music, and then A Quiet Death Row. And it ain't nothing but flamethrower heat coming out from over there. You know what I'm saying? And the list goes on and on and on. Shouts to DJ Premier, keeping the Gangstar legacy alive, you know, kicking ass. You know what I'm saying? Rash Cass, huh, shit. Uh, uh, Havoc, Mob Deep, keeping it alive, man. And all of these particular textures and expressions are the things that a lot of the young people be like, I don't hear no old ass motherfucker talking no rap shit. Now, what I can sort of attest to is when if you talking the same shit you was talking when you was in your 20s and all of that, and we're like, come on, dog, you ain't doing that. You got an AARP letter application in the mail, you know what I'm saying? Um, that kind of thing, I can dig it, you know. Um, but other than that, if you still out here doing this hip hop thing and you keeping it alive and well and breathing and thriving and continuing to push forward with the originality and creativity, salute, man. Again, this ain't nothing to try to divide the old and the young. This is nothing but truth, and it's wisdom speaking because we've been here and we continuing to do this thing. You know what I'm saying? And but it's to the point in some aspects of the younger generation, some particular aspects that the young people are tired of the bullshit that's coming out of their generation, you know, um, where the shows ain't selling, albums ain't selling, and of course, one of the most it's a gift and a curse kind of thing that happened in music is the onset of the internet where this streaming came into play. You know what I'm saying? It can be used and you can capitalize on it, but it totally obliterated the old way of selling music. Units are not being sold the way they used to. And it's like the margin of huge volumes of albums and shit like that that's being sold now is a very small window now, you know, in terms of selling physical product and so forth, musically. Um, but anyway, learn from what came before you, intertwine it with what you're doing now, and make it work and keep it moving forward for the culture. You know, hip hop is not just music, it's a way of life, it's a culture, it's language, it's expression, physical expression, it's dance, it's MCing and rapping, it's DJing, it's playing different type of instruments. It's a different feel. It's a particular texture, couple of textures to it, Imma say. Um, it's its own thing, and it derived from, you know, the funk and the soul records and the R&B records from way back, you know, the James Browns and, you know, and so damn, air quality is terrible. But anyway, yeah, that's where we at with it, man. And let's keep the legacy alive and let's come together, most importantly, because as powerful as this new generation is now with what their hold on hip hop at this point in the young thriving generation, and you mix that with the your predecessors, it can't be stopped. And that's just in terms of creativity. We haven't even come to ownership yet. We definitely gotta lock down on the ownership piece, but that's where, it comes to that type of unity. We gotta have that unity, then we gotta sit at the table and we gotta have conversations so that we can build particular models of business and how to do this music thing, and everybody is eating from it. Not this old bullshit model that we've been subjected to for the past, what, 100 years or a little bit less, 80 years or whatever, you know, the 360 deals and just think about back in the old days in the chess records era where cats was getting paid not with money, but they would give them material things. They give you a car, they give you a house, but you ain't got no money. We gotta remove ourselves from, the idea of those models, and most importantly, treat each other respectfully and, all the way around. As long as we do that for each other, we already got it. We just need to put it in place. You know what I mean? And let me get off this soapbox here. I just had to say that. And again, let's get this unity going, man. But young people, listen to your predecessors. Apply the formula to what you do and just make it good. Make it mean something. Make it substantial. You know what I mean? Let's get all this ratchet bullshit out. Not to say we didn't have it, because we did, but it wasn't the face of the art form. It was a part of it, right? Um, and with it, in closing, it's a whole lot more to be said, but like I said, I ain't about to be on here all night because that's what it's going to turn it into. Um, wish you all a good night and a great morning.